Popular opinion, conflict can be a portal to real intimacy. Because real intimacy is not built in those easy moments, baby. It's built in diversity. It's built whenever you and your partner can actually choose to have this connection, but you choose each other. Because conflict typically is just two people who have different opinions about something. And now you need to come to a common ground, and it may cause an argument. But most people respond to arguments with some kind of victimization, domination, or avoidance. If you and your partner decide to actually communicate and learn why the other person feels the way that they do, you can unlock a new level in your relationship. Now you agree on something else, something brand new. And even if you don't agree, you respect it and you understand their opinion and why they think the way they do. Two people are not called to think alike. They're called to think together.
Welcome to Relationship Talk with the Geths. Join Ed and Maya, a dynamic husband and wife duo, as they share real and honest advice on love, dating, and marriage. As transformational relationship coaches, they specialize in helping both singles and couples enhance communication, build intimacy, and experience greater pleasure in their relationships. They also offer online courses tailored for singles and married couples and are fully licensed to officiate weddings. Now, let's dive into today's session.
Oh man, I got something.
You got something? Go ahead.
Yeah, so that is so true. Like, oh my goodness. You can grow and learn so much from conflict. So, as you know, both of us played collegiate basketball.
Right.
And during preseason, I had some tough coaches along the way. And what they do to you during preseason is not always just tied to getting your body in shape to compete. Mm-hmm. It's a mental thing they do to you during preseason. They almost push you to the point where you break. Mm-hmm. Not just as an individual, because they do challenge you individually, but they challenge you as a team, so that you will be so frustrated and have to come together and bond to fix it. There's no way to get through what they put you through in preseason if you're not coming together.
Right.
Same thing they do with people in sororities and fraternities. I can't speak on it a whole lot because I didn't pledge, but from what I understand, people are super close to their line brothers and line sisters because of what they go through together.
Yep.
They experience so much conflict and they have to solve so many problems together that it brings them closer. I think same thing in relationship. If you choose to use it that way. On teams as well. Every team is not going to take the conflict presented by the coaches and bond. Some of them are going to turn their backs on each other and start to fight. And then you have to weed people off. You are able to identify cancers and get rid of them sometimes in preseason because they are not team players. Ooh. They're not here to make us better. They're only here to cause division. And even though they're talented, they bring something to the table, but it does not outweigh the bad that they're bringing. Right. Because they are not willing to be a part of the cohesive unit where we are. You're not moving where we're moving together. So same thing in a relationship. I feel like when you have two healthy people that are coming together, when you have conflict, this is an opportunity.
It's an opportunity
for us to show up. And are you going to show up as a cancer and break down your home? This is your team. Are you going to poison your own union? Are you going to use your mouth and use your actions and your nasty attitude to be a cancer on your team where you will eventually have to be weeded out?
Wow.
And then everything breaks up. Or do you say, you know what? We going through something tough right now. This is painful because preseason is painful. Very. Your muscles are sore. You throwing up. You are mentally exhausted. It's hard.
You question whether you want to go back to the next day.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But you push through. So if you show up for each other every day and you push through these tough moments and you have the conversations so that you can come together without being disrespectful, then you will definitely be closer and have a better connection on the other side.
Absolutely.
When they say makeup sex, you got to make up for real to have that makeup sex. Because some people, they just want to jump to the sex.
Right.
They like, I don't want to make up. I just want to have sex. No, you actually have to do the work to make up first.
Right.
You have to have a vulnerable moment. You have to speak your mind respectfully.
Right.
You have to listen and not be in your feelings about the way somebody else experienced you. Because that's a big thing. Even though you don't agree with the way they feel, like, you can't tell them how to feel.
Right.
Even though you didn't mean, you know, to intentionally hurt them.
Yes.
If they experience you in a hurtful way, you should sit in that and listen.
Right.
Because what did you say or what did you do that was hurtful? The way they feel matters.
Absolutely.
We did a post a while back and it went crazy because the post opened up with a lady saying, I feel.
Ooh,
And I'm going to tell you, men, boy, men went ham. Oh, here she go, talking about her feelings. I don't care how much, I don't care how broad I feel. A broad.
As soon as she said I feel, I tuned out.
I checked out when she said I feel. If you are in a relationship with anybody and they don't care about how you feel, that's a bad situation to be in.
It's a bad sign.
If you don't care about his feelings and he don't care about yours,
yes,
that's a bad thing.
Man.
This is not a broad. This is a wife,
Right.
a husband, and the way they feel matters. They should be able to say, I feel this way without you shutting down. You should actually tune up. How do you feel? Because if it's any way other than fabulous,
Right.
then
We got some work to
what
do.
can I do
Right.
to help
We got some work to do.
together?
Yes.
How can we get you to a better place?
Correct.
Now, you can't be solely responsible for the way someone feels.
No.
But if you're a spouse, you can help.
Right. You can offer something. First off, great analogy with the preseason. Awesome. Awesome analogy with the preseason. I ain't even going to touch on that, even though I'm a basketball coach and I get everything you said. It was on point about conflict and what it does to a team. I do want to talk about the makeup sex, though. I want to talk about how you said the makeup sex is great, but you said a key word. After you talk it out and come to a resolution, then the makeup sex is great. But some people think the makeup sex is great because they use the sex as the makeup.
Correct.
They don't resolve anything. But all you're doing is training the other person is this what I have to do to get sex. And that breeds toxicity.
It does.
And so now y'all are fighting because you think sex is coming after that. But sometimes eventually the sex don't be enough.
I've done it before. I've had sex and hoping that it would fix things. But what happens is if you're able to let stuff go in your mind long enough to have sex, afterwards, you still mad. Sometimes you might be able to get over it if it wasn't that big. But if it wasn't that big a deal, then why were you mad anyway? If it was big enough for you to be upset, the sex is not going to fix it. Even if it's good. You'd be like, that was so good, but he ain't.
It might be a little intense, it might create an intensity during the sex, but it's not resolving the issue.
It's not. And it's going to come back up.
Yes.
And it might be worse next time.
Correct.
So the stuff that you don't fix doesn't just dissipate. It doesn't just go away.
Yeah.
It's going to be there.
Yeah, you just put a feel-good moment on top of it and let it fester.
It's like debt.
Ooh.
So you look, you get a bill in the mail, $432. I ain't got it. Okay. So you put that bill, you like, I'm just going to throw it away. Because if I throw it away, it goes away.
That's out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind.
They going to send it again. This time it's going to say 30 days.
Late fee.
$35 late fee. You like, I'm going to throw this one away too. The more of them you throw away and you don't deal with, you don't call these people to try to work out any kind of payment plan. It's just, you got added late fees. And if this is like an electricity bill, pretty soon you come home and you flick the light and the lights don't come on.
Yeah.
So pretty soon in your relationship, you gonna flick the light and it ain't gonna come on.
Way to bring that.
You gonna go
circle.
and you gonna say, well, I guess we back to trying to have sex to fix it, and you can't even get aroused.
Ooh.
The lights ain't coming on because you don't like him and he don't like you either.
Way to set it up. That's beautiful.
You trying to turn the light, you getting turned on everywhere but at home. Everything you watch on TV turns you on. Everybody at work turns you on. You come home and try to turn the light on and ain't no lights.
Darkness.
Because you neglected that bill too many times. I ain't gonna say it ain't gonna work for you the first couple. They not gonna come. You still flicking the lights. But eventually that stuff catches up with you. And you will not be able to continue flicking lights that you ain't paid for. So if you want the light in your relationship, you got to pay your dues.
You got to pay your dues. You got to fix it.
You got to have those conversations that hurt.
Conversation.
You got to be vulnerable. You got to talk through it. You have to learn how to talk to people and how to listen.
Work it out.
You got to work it out. You got to invest.
Yep. Because the conflict is the challenge. And when you overcome the challenge, now the intimacy grows. So
there it is.
Man,
so yeah.
Good one. Yep, I enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. All right.
Yeah, have a good one.